Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, our riders, dear parents, officials, and our president of the Federation of Motorsports Clubs of Uganda, our executive guests, EXCOM committee members, and all protocol observed. Greetings, and it is an honor to stand here and launch this. We are launching the fourth round of the Mountain Dew National Motocross Championship and bringing this action to Lira town. After this is going to be the first time a national motocross championship an official national motocross championship is held here in Lira town, and all this is in a bid to abide by the New Sports Act. As you may all know, that the New Sports Act requires us to spread the sport of motocross, of motorsports across the country. Last weekend we had the Pearl of Africa, that's a continental rally championship, which took place in Mbarara, Western Uganda, and the weekend before we had the Central African Motocross Championship, which took place in Mityana, and this is all in a bid to spread the sports, motorsports, motorcycling sports, motor rallying sports across the country, and in abidance by the New Sports Act. And we are privileged to come to the Lira town, thanks to Uganda Motocross Club, who have really done a lot to get a track in place, a good motocross up to standard track in place, and to our president, Honorable Kenya, the president of the Federation of Motorsports Clubs of Uganda. And we look forward to recruiting young blood, more talent here in Lira town. We already have some riders who are actually based in Lira town, and we look forward to growing the sport in this town. And first of all, a big thanks to our sponsors. We have some sponsors who have been with us all these years. I must say, for Mountain Dew have been with us for more than 15 years now, and we have Shell. Shell have been with us for over a decade, and this partnership has, together we can go to the next level of motocross development in this country. My name is Arthur Blick Jr. I'm the FMU Deputy Vice President, Motorcycling.
Yes, thank you very much. Most of you people know me as President of UPC, but I also am a motorsports enthusiast, which makes me, through that one, I'm now the President of the Federation of Motorsports Clubs of Uganda. As I want to send my appreciation to the government of Uganda through the National Council of Sports for the financial support which they've given us to be able to expand the sport. We have picked an area in Omito, in Lira, which was a former area where I think they had removed sand, and we redeveloped it around there. We created a track. This event being the first of its kind in Lira, the first competitive championship event. In fact, in the north of Uganda, there has never been a motocross championship event in the north of Uganda. So this is the first one. It's going to be in Lira. What we have decided with the UMX club is that we are going to allow the public to view without charge. So as an introduction, we are bringing this event to benefit the public and also to give back to the sponsors. Sponsors have stood with us, as the DVP has said. Mountain Dew 15 years, Shell has been with us, I think, almost as long. So we are giving them back to them, giving them an event where the spectators will be able to appreciate, and that is the event which is going to take place. I would request the public to respect the track. Like in a game of football, if anybody enters onto the pitch, the game will stop. So if anybody ventures onto the track while the race is going on, the races will be stopped. And this is not what we want for Lira. We're bringing this event to Lira, and we're trying to promote Lira. The way the track is designed, there's plenty of viewing space which will not interfere with your viewing. People have opportunity to view, but let's respect the issue of the track. because it's a serious competition, and part of these standings will determine the national team which we're sending to Zimbabwe in August. So people are competing, they're competing on a very serious note. And we have categories from the youngest to the very old who are going to be racing. They race according to categories. We have been discussing with the team here to have a border race. That is after we've completed our championship event, border race. And if we can have a female border race, we'll also be very happy that some of the riders here will be able to show their skills on the track. Of course, in future, we want to try to maintain that track to develop the sport in this sub-region, but there'll be other areas where we'll be looking at to develop such tracks so that we can develop the skill levels. On a personal note, Team Obote will be represented. We have 2 team members who are going to be riding. I myself will not ride in this particular instant. There's another member of the team who's doing exams and is not well, but we're well represented. I have my nephew, Milton Obote Akaki, who is going to be carrying our flag in the MX2 class, who is right here with us. And I also have my grandson, Yusuf, who is going to be riding in the 65cc. That's part of Team Obote. But this is a family sport. There are many teams. I'm here with Omar here. He's got, I think, 2 of his sons will be riding. So we're going to have, and it's going to be a fun-filled event, which I invite the public to see and to appreciate, because these young people, they don't joke on the track. They are pushing it to the limit and they suffer injuries. So let's respect them and let's respect the track, but let's enjoy the event. It will be 2 days free of charge in Omito. Please come and enjoy with the family. We did receive funding a little late, but I also went back to the floor of Parliament and I reported back on what happened when we went to Morocco. The team which went to Morocco, we got the 2nd position in Africa. Today, Uganda is number 2 in Africa, behind South Africa. And that is the championship which is going to be in August in Zimbabwe. It was originally supposed to be in Kenya, but due to problems in Kenya, it has been moved to Zimbabwe. But we're going to send a team which is going to represent Uganda effectively in Zimbabwe. But of course, the cost of Zimbabwe is higher than Kenya, so the team may be downsized a bit, but we'll be able to compete also in Kenya. I mean, in Zimbabwe. We looking ahead beyond this event, the track will remain. So we now have to look at how we can tap in and develop the talent. Now, starting to develop the talent, you don't have to start with the best machine. Whatever machine we start with, we will start from there, and as we improve, we'll look at ways of how we can give opportunities to the riders to get more exposure and to get better machinery. But it's a starting point. First of all, we have a track in Lira, and we're going to have a championship event in Lira. That is our starting point. And there are riders from Lango who are going to be riding. Apart from the 2 I mentioned, there's JB Achal, he has his daughters who are riding. So there are going to be some riders from Lango who are going to participate. There's Mr. Biggs, who also is a local person, but it's a national sport. So come one, come all support, and let's see how we move from there. Like I mentioned, motorsports is not a cheap sport. And when you're competing at a very competitive level, it becomes more and more expensive. We are going to have a track. We're going to now promote as part of the future development of the sport, we are looking at trying to have regional championships apart from the national championship. So if we can develop tracks in the sub-region, where we'll be able to move within the sub-region, you start developing talent, which will feed into the national. So in this particular case, but with the track here, and depending on how the event goes, this track can become a fixture in the national calendar, right? So we go through this time. Next year, it will be in the national calendar. They're coming to later. Now, in the process, it is where to people to prepare to be able to showcase the development by the time the national championship comes back to our area. No, we have brought it, and in the preparation, people are taking interest. If you go to the track, when we're building the track, there were a lot of people who were there. During practice, the attendance has been spectacular. People have embraced it. I am sure the race of tomorrow and Sunday, the attendance will be even more, and that is a starting point. We're all going to witness what is there, and you're going to witness the ages of the riders. I have a lot of respect to the young riders. You can see some of them in the front here. These are riders. They compete. Some of us on the older side, we have a category where we compete, but largely we're trying to promote it amongst the youngsters. We're trying to develop the talent. The future of Uganda sport is in the youngsters. So we're trying to invest more in the youngsters to develop it. But like I said, being a sport of this nature is not something which you're going to jump in immediately. Even if you're a parent, I would advise you get something to start with. It's only if your child is really taken interest, is now where you invest more. You cannot start with investing very heavily and then the child maybe does not like motocross. And then we've had situations where somebody gets injured and it can be a career-ending injury. So there's some people who get in and then something goes on, because this sport, it's a tough sport. It is. We do everything to mitigate the risk, but the nature of the sport, there will be accidents. People will get hurt. So it's just what comes with the terrain.
So the event manager of the fourth round of the Mountain Dew National Motocross Championship. Yeah, we decided that as a club and together with the federation, we decided that the fourth round should come to the northern part of Uganda, even when many thought it was not possible. But Lira City was the perfect place to put that event. The event is going to have about over 80 riders. We're going to have over 80 riders in different classes, starting from riders aged around 4 years. They'll be right to those even above 50. They'll be riding, competing amongst each other. This is a national championship, meaning it's not just a fun race to give people fun in Lira, but these people are competing at national level to represent Uganda at the international level. As you heard from our president, Uganda was the second in Africa in the motocross championships, and this it being the second, it means Lira City is blessed to have the second best group of riders in Africa on its land, and it's a perfect place that many people are even requesting that even before the year ends there might be another race in Omito, because of the love the people of Lira have shown them even before racing. Yeah, there will be prizes for the best 3 riders. The top 3 riders will have trophies. The bigger prizes are awarded at the end of the national championship. They'll give them trophies, and there will be medals for all other participating riders. But what I urge is all people in Lira City who are coming to watch the event, first of all, to come with a lot of joy to excite our riders, but also be extremely careful, because this sport, it's fun, but it could be a very dangerous sport in case you do not follow the rules. The track is well demarcated. The fans should stand outside the demarcations, because them standing inside the demarcations could cause them, not only the riders, but they themselves, because the race will stop. Yes, automatically someone enters the track, but imagine you come in the middle of the track and the rider is already at you. You will be knocked. We have seen this. It could even lead to death if you are not careful, and we as the organizers are not liable to the third parties in this matter. The treatment we have is for the riders in case of their injuries, but the spectators, we advise you, because you are in a position that you can avoid actually getting that injury. So we call upon you to be disciplined as we are at the track, and invite more people. The race is going to be here for 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, and we hope to receive all of you during that race. Yeah, thank you.
My name is Milton Akaki. We're here today in Lira City. I can speak for the rest of the riders. I think we're very excited to be here. It's obviously the first ever race in this northern region, and we're happy and excited to be here. I encourage everybody to come for the race, because it's going to be very interesting. Also for us, it's going to be an experience, it's going to be interesting, and yeah, I'm happy to be here.
What should the people there expect? What kind of performance?
They should expect a very good show. You know, everybody has been training hard. Of course, this is also a national race, so people are going to be fighting for championship. You know, people are going to be fighting for vital championship points. So everybody is going to be giving it their best. Everybody has been training hard, so expect a very good race.
What motivated you? Like, what benefit do you get from this?
I'm just happy to be here. Obviously, this is also my hometown, so to ride here is also very nice. To ride in front of my people is very nice and show them what I can do.
Nyame to Holwani Bigs Brian. Aye wa coach Botoba. Me wekwa gore kan penina tinini. Me launching round mangwen. Me National Motocross Championship ama bedo miro ya yom totwal meneno ni tuhu me pihi uduogo ilao ubedo ginora me oyele pikara lach eto ba ye winyo legowa do adoko pocha duong totwal bot jolong ame abidikare me wot kunasha tikido inu chawa me wot kunasha do poch bori tuhu ni abedo tuhu ame gwao otuholong me Uganda because ka season cha here jorao gina moloni points ame federation of gazetting lira me bedo kana me jara yo points me na mangweni ye point na mangwena me kana me janungu points me na mangweni ye so akwa jodu me bino neno tuhu ni obedo to hadit a level etimalu tinyingoga me obino kanchon kede mogo donga na habini 90s tiati mapearing kanene omiro bakucha Jeff Kayiragi noti veteran class eka kaine la ngera tungchel atikede omina beda water ena obedo lao me pashukan mono JP achal entikan keda enanga nungutia to veterans eka otikeda tin nyaho wati tidachel Joy Nora Akau ametia ngwech 65cc enanga nungutia kuru penkunasha so wando tieme daru udaro wano ti udaro pilao wan kede JB kede Joy Nora kede Milton kahi so poyo unduch tikanitina no waye okwaye support boru binenu tuhuni Mountain Dew ocholo pereko tuhutie menono tuhabero miro yo techwao achon ame woro kirombe ibur koyo ame jongeoni kula koyo en kana restruct yeno apoyo.
Yes, apoyo ntotwa nyia kitame big soko kere nyia John Baptist angola chal ame atuhu level of veterans be level ame joado ti papo ame timo apira de beach wot kere pira ngwena bongwen eka kwaro dong te chake pira beach we ame honorable Jimmy Akenati yeni so an experience ada nuik tuhuni aberere wana chalo nywal tuhuni ber pi family pitien kopikain dana chila cheli family to runoti teacher tiye to rober meyo yobotino gi ngongo gini yubuchem kawo torotie the entire family goes. It's a family sport briefly. So aberi yedong pimakapol ana chahe pie motoha ye area boro pimakade kama tebe national champion pie motoha ekado ye rio karamati na nyara ekarame nyara onyurumiri me joining to huniene techake amenu potitiri imwaha bichel amando timwaha bongwen so ana yungaendo nyurumirni tenong ni polakare kodi tuhunika etitimo nuanyual mirbeda tieme teratiningo ituhu so tenong wana don elawni wana don amongwe chupichon so kitameda nyani berowot ke tuhuni ana ratimo rero chakni okay ana wegda timdo da matia timama cha amani chani level veterans grati kabiri atina Mario ke na national championship ametam tieni nyola ko table dongi kanbo kidado ti on home ground achake meloko table en meweki dimaje kame representing Africa representing Uganda in Africa ana beri ya kina Joama representing boy.
Okay, what is your name?
My name is Nuganjan Tasaboguzi.
How old are you?
7.
Come on, share with us. Why did you decide to join this game?
I decided.
Start with your name.
No, sorry. My name is Birunji Helena Inomgisha. My name is Birunji Helena Inomugisha and I'm in 50cc senior. I started this sport because it was a fun game in our area, and it was fun traveling, experiencing hard tracks and enjoying how to ride, how the track is going.
Thank you.
My name is Sasha Nagadia. I ride a 125 and WMX. I've come here to Lira to compete for the round 4 of the National Motocross Championship. I should expect the best of the best.
What should people expect from you in the field?
Well, you should expect a very good performance. Like, you'll be able to enjoy.
What do you have for someone behind someone? What do you have to tell them in case they are watching?
I beg your pardon?
Those watching you from home, what do you want to tell them?
Those watching from home, make sure you tune up your screens and you enjoy so that you may have a nice weekend. Thank you.
My name is Faith Njodidan. I'm in 65 category, and I expect the best in this race. And I hope that I make my parents proud of me. And I call upon all my fans to come and watch me and sponsor me. And I also give them back something by winning a championship in ladies.